It is time for Stugotz to share his game notes. No one in the media will tell you what happened better than my boy Stu.
Weekend observations brought to you by Miller Lite. Great taste, 96 calories, available for delivery. Dan, he went away for 10 months and no one noticed. He came back and no one noticed. But we are officially in the dog days of summer, and I needed someone to be back. And he was there for me. Because Dan, yesterday, he went 2 of 3 with a home run, 3 RBIs, while leading the Reds to their 9th straight win. And just like that, make no mistake about it, Dan, Joey Votto is back.
The Reds have won a bunch of in a row. I just saw they've got a tall player who can beat out first base.
Ellie De La Cruz?
He
God,
can beat out
Dan.
line drives to first base.
Mike sure tried to tell you about him.
He's 6'7".
What?
I mean, he looks giant.
Don't worry, Joey Votto, Stugotz.
Yeah, he's back. Ribbies. Automatic brights in cars. Game changer. Ricky Fowler.
You're that lazy.
Do it in a major.
You're that lazy. You need the brights to be automatic as opposed to just turning them on.
Listen, my car does not have this, but these brights go on when the car thinks I need brights, Dan, and I needed them. The brights go on automatically, and then they turn off. It's unbelievable on their own. I mean,
Stugotz, have you seen the windshield wipers that turn themselves on?
Oh, yeah. Hate
no,
those.
what?
Hate them.
Hate them.
Yeah. I don't like windshield wipers to go on except when I put them on.
Well, I'll get to that.
My dad
Ricky
is.
Fowler. Do it in a major. Chris Paul. Bradley Beal's about to become everything you are not. Tuned into WFAN for the first time in over a year. And they are still talking about the Mets and Yankees farm systems and taking calls from Mike on a car phone. God, I love that station. Taconic Parkway. One of the most dangerous stretches of roads anywhere in America. Top 5 most dangerous stretches of roads anywhere in America. Number 5, the Pacific Coast Highway by the Big Sur. That whole area. It feels like you're going to drive off a cliff.
Yep.
It does.
Yep, it's a good. You've got 4 better than that.
Yeah, number 4, the road to recovery, Dan. Number 3, where the turnpike turns into I-95 in Miami. The worst.
It's bad, but it's not falling off a cliff bad.
Well, number 2, Taconic Parkway. Very windy, no lights, dangerous road. And number 1, Dan, of course, the road to the Final Four.
Oh, I thought he was going to go the road to Hana. I really did. No, but the road.
about cliffs.
Yeah, the road to Final Four. Yeah, it's tougher.
Yeah, it's a tough road.
Yeah.
Here come the Reds. They're discussing whether or not Pete Alonso should participate in the home run derby. The polar bear. The fan. The least shocking news of the weekend was Bob Huggins being pulled over for a DUI. Huggy Bear. David Freese not accepting his invitation to the St. Louis Cardinals Hall of Fame because he doesn't think he's worthy. Hey, Freese, get over yourself. Someone just told a story about Craig Nettles and Billy Martin. Holy shit. What's going on with Freese, Dan? You agree?
I mean, get over yourself for being humble enough to not be worthy of a Team Hall of Fame. You got that as Look at Me Louie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at me,
Hey, Freeze, not going in made it a bigger story than going in. Actually, my apologies. How'd he play? Bradley Beal, you have the life, man. Welcome to the world of expectations. 12 minutes on whether or not Anthony Volpe should be sent down to the minors. 10 shares. Can't wait to see how Kevin Durant screws this one up. Kevin Durant, just so we're clear, if the Phoenix Suns win a championship, it will not count as a championship for you in my personal record book.
Oh,
That's
really?
fair. Yep.
That's
You,
fair.
of course, know what that means, Dan, right?
What does that mean?
It means he's in a no-win situation.
Yes. Those
Kevin
are the-
Durant has spent his entire career putting himself in no-win situations. By the way, Devin Booker, same goes for you.
Chris Cody, what's the matter?
I hear something cooking up in there.
in his throat.
Yeah.
In his throat. Is
It's
it
not. No, there's nothing there.
Is it the weekend? You hear something? You hear part of the weekend in his throat?
Maybe it's just my ears.
He just tried.
I just
to
got
cough
rid of it.
out. Yeah, he just coughed it out.
Oh, man, you didn't give me enough time. By the way, the only one getting a ring on that team is Beal, and maybe Torrey Craig, and maybe Cameron Payne. That's it.
Oh, no Devin Booker either.
No,
No
he's
ring.
out.
Really?
Booker couldn't win one with Chris Paul. They were the number one seed. They've had good teams 2 years in a row. Couldn't get it done. Now you need Durant to come in. Now you need Beal to come in. Give me a break. Enough. Devin Booker. Nothing. I'm here to tell you there's an easier life out there. And it exists in Saratoga Springs, New York.
You're not here to tell us that. You're there to tell us that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's a good point. Ricky Fowler, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Hey, new cars, let's make a deal. If I want to change lanes without using my blinker, let me do so in peace without your violent attacks trying to jerk me the other way. In fact, new cars in general, just do me a favor and leave me the hell alone.
Be a car.
You just praise them for turning on
Yeah,
your
the brights.
brights.
But turn on my brights, though.
Hey, I try to tell you, listen, if I want to not use my blinker, I'm allowed to not use my blinker. I don't need a car telling me otherwise.
What if I don't want to use my
exactly
brights?
right.
Stay in your lane, cars.
Thank you, Greg.
Literally, yeah.
Chris Paul is expected to join the show this week. If Dan will have me, I can't wait to ask him what he makes of people like Dan who say he's not a top 10 point guard of all time. That's how I would ask him.
You missed the last segment.
There are a few things I would bet my life on. One of those things is that this past weekend wasn't the first time Bob Huggins climbed behind the wheel after having one too many.
I mean, he's got multiple DUIs, so.
Oh, there you go. Dan, you know what the B in Bob stands for? Booze.
Yeah, bombed.
When you were born with the name Wyndham Clark, you know what you were born to do, Dano?
I'm sorry, Billy just said your video is so clear and it looked so much better, your face, when it wasn't quite as clear. It's too clear, and
say
now
that in
we
privacy.
see the entire weekend on your face. Oh my
Oh,
God.
I'm wearing it, man. Woo. Saratoga. Anyway, answer my question.
Wasn't listening to you.
Play professional golf and win the U.S. Open. When you're named Wyndham Clark, Dan, that's what you do. Saratoga Performing Arts Center. Concert heaven. SPAC. Chris Paul. Welcome to basketball hell. Speaking of hell, Art Briles. Dan, those are the weekend observations.
What